Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to Greensboro. If you've been house hunting lately, either here in North Carolina or elsewhere, you've probably noticed something. Single family homes are very expensive, and in a lot of cities, they just are not realistic for a first-time home buyer. So condos keep coming up as an affordable option. We're gonna talk about that today. Also today, you get the benefit of having my buddy, Matt Flippin.
Hey guys.
Who is on my team and works in Charlotte, North Carolina, weighing in on this conversation as well. So thanks for being here.
Well, thank you.
So is a condo actually a smart buy, or is it a trap dressed up with a nice lobby and a rooftop pool? In this video, we'll be breaking down the real pros and cons of buying a condo, the stuff realtors do not always lead with. By the end, you'll know exactly what questions to ask before you sign anything, so let's get into it.
A quick definition before we dive in, because this matters for basically everything we do in this video.
Yeah.
When you buy a condo, you basically own the interior. You know, since we're in the Carolinas, you can paint it either light blue or dark blue, whatever you want to do. But everything else, the hallways, the elevators, everything is owned by the Homeowners Association, or HOA. That shared ownership structure basically is every pro or con that we're going to talk about.
Yep.
Just keep that in mind.
So in most markets, condos cost noticeably less than single-family homes in the same neighborhood. That means a lower down payment, a smaller mortgage, and a much easier path to home ownership. So again, it can be good or bad.
And basically, your condos have great location. It's just close to a lot of things.
Another pro is the fact that there's not a lot of maintenance. You don't have to mow the lawn, you don't have to fix the roof, you don't have to worry about mixing chemicals together for a pool, because the exterior maintenance is handled by the HOA, which is great. And if you're a busy professional, or you just don't want to deal with maintenance at all, a condo might be a good thing for you.
Yeah, as well as your amenities are basically all here. You know, pool, gym, rooftop decks, everything. Condos are often come stacked with amenities that you would be out of your budget if you tried to do that on your own.
Good point. Another pro to condos, a lot of condo buildings have locked entries, security cameras, or even doormen. If safety and being able to travel without worrying about your property is a priority, this may be an advantage for you. Another thing to think about is when you're in a condo, you have a built-in community, right?
Yeah.
You have shared spaces, so you get to know your neighbors a little bit better. You may be sharing the yard for a cookout with your next door neighbor, whatever it may be. So again, you get to share your space and get to know people better.
Unfortunately, let's talk about the cons.
Okay.
Basically, there is an HOA breakdown. HOAs on condos typically are more than they are on townhomes or anything else. It can range from a few $100s even up to some thousands of dollars.
Yes.
And here's the catch. The fee is on top of your mortgage, property taxes, insurance, all that fun stuff. When you're calculating what you can afford, your buying power there, you cannot ignore this number.
That's right, because it could get really expensive.
Yeah.
Another con thing to think about is the fact that HOA fees cover routine costs, but if a building needs major repair, a new roof, an elevator replacement, structural work, and those get expensive, they do something called a special assessment.
Assessments are fun.
They are, they are not fun. These can be thousands of dollars due with little warning, something you may not have planned in your budget, which can be a problem that day.
No bueno.
Yeah.
Also, you have a little bit less control.
Yes.
You cannot just repaint the exterior. You know, we talked about the interior, you're good. Exterior, no. You have shared spaces and you just need HOA approval for a lot of things.
Right. Another con is the fact that often there's restrictions. Pet restrictions, rental restrictions, noise restrictions, whatever it may be, depending on what your neighbors decide on, it can be more restrictive to you as a homeowner. Another thing to think about is the fact that rental and resale. Some condo associations limit how many units can be rented out at a given time, which can affect your ability to rent your unit later if your plans change. It can also affect resale value and how easily buyers can get financing, since lenders look at a building's rental ratio and financial health, not just your individual unit. And I can speak to that firsthand because I had a client that happened to.
You know, also you have, shared walls, which sometimes can associate with shared noise. You can't really pick your neighbors, so sometimes you're gonna hear what they're having for dinner or what they're having on TV.
Yep. Let's talk also about appreciation.
Yeah, in many markets, condos historically appreciate more slowly than single family homes. Land is a scarce resource, and when you buy a condo, you own just a smaller share of that.
Right, and you don't actually own any of the land.
Yeah, just the
dwelling.
Yeah, exactly.
Just the dwelling. Okay, so who actually does a condo make sense for? A condo tends to be great if you're a first-time home buyer trying to break into a market, if you travel a lot and don't want to worry about upkeep, if you specifically want amenities and location of your space, or if you're downsizing and want a lower maintenance lifestyle, which is a kind of nice thing.
I agree.
A condo is probably not the right fit if you want maximum control of your property, if you're planning to rent it out long term, if noise and privacy are top priorities, or if you've not budgeted for the possibility of rising HOA fees or a special assessment down the road. And again, this is very important and we can talk about this later.
Yeah, that's it. Before you make an offer on any condo, you do these three things.
Yeah.
Read the HOA financial statements.
Very important.
Yeah, and reserve fund. Is the building actually saving enough money for future repairs?
Yes.
Ask if any pending or recent special assessments have come up. Read the bylaws for rental caps, pet policies, and rules that can affect your day-to-day life.
And at the end of the day, a condo is not automatically a better or worse choice. It's a different lifestyle with a different set of trade-offs. If you know what you're signing up for, it can be a fantastic entry point into home ownership. However, the laws are changing around condo ownership and what is going to be required by the HOAs and buyers and sellers in the future. So you want to be aware of those. If you want more information about how things are changing around condo ownership or any other type of home, I'd love to be a resource for you. Go ahead and hit that subscribe and like button, and so that you can see the new content coming out in the upcoming weeks. And feel free to text or call me with any questions at any time, because we are always happy to talk about real estate with you.
That is correct.
See you in the next one.
Thanks, guys.